Bloodborne was released in 2014 and was a huge success of FR Software, and with certainly was a watershed moment genre, bringing much more mechanics fast and aggressive in combat. And today, let's see what the top 10 is for me. Definitive of the most difficult bosses of game. Leave us a comment if you agree with my list and leave yours also, for me to see the different opinions, and starting with the top 10. That, in my opinion, is the Shadows of Arengai. The path already begins there. The difficulty from Boar is already. The path is a labyrinth. One total maze you get lost millions of times, until you understand the path correctly and start going there only after you get the hang of it, and start stopping to get lost. You have to start understand how it works, boss. Besides being 3 enemies, so you have to keep paying attention to 3 things at the same time. They are extremely fast, you get lost. It is practically impossible to understand. Anything happens. There are several attacks: attack of fire, close range, attack, fire, attack, long distance. And until you understand each hit, each attack, get all MOV, set a boss. It's been a while since I thought he was good, difficult, but we are still in the top 10, so compared to the guys here from above, he is nothing. And in 9th place, I leave with Embry Adus, the daughter of Cosmos. There, this boss is totally weird. Weird, this game. Everything is strange. Several enemies know half gelatinous, half alien. Then in Bretta's I will speak. Why do I think she is in 9th place, besides her being a secret boss, that you have to do several things until get to her? She has many attacks strange even because she is totally weirdest of all. We see in this game. She has attacks, those attacks. I don't know how to say it, I believe that it's a 2-stroke attack that she hits. But something else comes after, like she gives a punch you, but the other tentacle comes, you know about it, and you have to avoid that at the right time, because otherwise if you dodge one, you pamper the other. And I hate this kind of attack. And she has a lot of HP, a lot of HP. When I killed, I used that invocation that stays right there next to her. I was already finding it difficult, man. Imagine 100, I'm not. Those are those SS players like Cascudo. Knows that you say no, I'm going to kill you everything without invocation, without anything, with such build, no punch. I'm not like that. Okay, I have bosses that I kill without having bosses that I kill with. But in Imbreet. So, I decided to use it. It was a bit strange, their kind of boring battle. Me neither, I really like this battle. And then I took the opportunity to use. So I think that what makes the Mbeta difficult are her attacks, which is totally different of all. Besides her, she is a boss secret beyond everything else. A lot of life, and she's very tanky too. You almost don't damages it. But it's good that there's this invocation there for you. Help in 8th place. What I think many people would put it higher on this list, but I didn't have much trouble with it. That German was the first hunter. I didn't have much of a problem with him because I used and abused parry, and so modesty apt. I think I'm good at parry in this game because it is very difficult. Just give one shot and the guy falls. When you start to see that, he will attack, you shoot, and you give that visceral attack, and it gives a lot of damage. And why I think the German, he enters this top 10 of bosses. The hardest part of this game is for sure because of his speed. He is very fast, and you don't even notice it anymore. Starts taking a giant combo from him, very much damage. And man, that arena. She's wonderful. I don't think so. It's not my favorite, it's my 2nd favorite arena. My first arena favorite. I'll go further in the video that I'm going to tell you what it is, isn't it? Just my favorite arena, like all the place of the game is mine. My area, favorite of the game, but about German. I think it stays like that. He stays in 8th place, very fast, a lot of damage. But he is very easy to give parry. So that's why, in my opinion, he deserves 8th place in this music list. In 7th place, I will leave with Martyr Logarius, man. This boss here, he is one of the most ansau of the game. I think all its aesthetics are very good. Very good. Beautiful. Everything that involves this boss. I really like it. Since you took it, Carriage, Oh, I don't remember the name of the place now, but when you get that carriage arrives at his castle, damn all that ambiance, you see that the horses were dead. You know, it's already a lot very crazy. I really like this arena. Besides his battle being very difficult, his battle, I believe it is very complicated. There are some schemes that you have to catch him. It's a deal ground you have to break. Is a lot thing on the screen. But I'll leave it here also as the path to him. Which is you do all that boring path there, go over the bridge, man. There are things that stress me out more than dying in these games, are the path to the boss. And I'm sure that in the minds of developers, they know this because you kill the guy you're therefore trying to kill, and you have to do all that path again. That's very annoying. So I'll leave it at 7th place. And he also enters one of my boss favorites in 6th place, Lady Maria, who this boss, like this, he dispenses introductions to everyone who has ever played, you know how. This battle is, there are 3 phases. Are 3 phases, one more difficult, that the other one starts to have some attacks extremely fast, with that blood, with that fire, and you're getting lost. But she has a weakness that it's also parry, not just her, but most of them, of the enemies that are human in this game, humans in quotes, right? It's super easy. When it comes to parry, man, because you already get the hang of it. You know, I killed it. I found the whole Lady Maria in parry extremely quiet compared to the others, the other enemies above the list. But I still think she's a great challenge for you who are playing your Bloodborne. And now let's go to top C, which is where I believe that the bosses really the most difficult parts of the game are, because from top C backwards, they are difficult, are complicated, but not that much. How much now? Because now it seems that the game wanted to play like this in your face, that you don't play anything you're bad at. Less was what I felt because I get hit a lot in this top C. Okay? And in 5th place, I'll leave it with Ludwig. This boss, he is total madness. I keep thinking what goes through these guys' heads. What is this? Is a human horse with a sword. And my aim of him that you already see, that one there mumbling about the place, and you already stay, who is this guy? Get off this one horse all weird yelling at you, and the most bizarre thing is in the 2nd phase that he start talking, bro. The horse says, okay, connected it mine. I don't have sure, but I think he is one of the few beasts that speak anything, right? I don't remember now, but he speaks. He speaks clearly. He speaks with his sword, the moonlight great sword there, and both phases of it. Both without the sword, both with the sword. I find it very difficult. But certainly with the sword is much worse. But at least it has that song, that soundtrack wonderful, that only these games can give us, provide. Makes me want to stop, try to kill him, just keep listening to music. So much so, that after I killed him, I kept going on YouTube to listen to it. His ST, man, there are few bosses that I do this, but everyone I do this. I see with the care that FR Software has with your games. Good in 4th place, I will give it to one boss who is from Chalice. I thought if I was going to put or not to put Chalice boss in this video, but I'm going to put it because I'm speaking of Bloodborne as a whole. No, just like his story mode, right? Story in quotes, like the game main, you know? So I decided to leave. Also the Chalice bosses and the room place will be left for the hunting dog of old lords. This enemy, he is totally out from the game curve. This is more than I will talk more forward, because he is part of it if I'm not mistaken. He is part of a chalice that you're kind of cursed, then your life is already in shit already, and you have to kill this guy there in mine. I'll tell you, he is very aggressive. Very aggressive. I think that if you are going to catch all the enemies of the game, and I believe he enters being one of the most aggressive, with absolute certainty, because he doesn't give you no window. Right? You don't have window to hit him. And boy, did I have what a tutorial I had to see. YouTube tutorial on how to kill this dog believes me. And I surrendered to YouTube, but I think it's okay if you can have fun. You have to do this. I didn't want to. I confess to you that I didn't want to have to watch a YouTube video on how to kill this boss, but I didn't. No, I didn't have where to run. I had to see. And good, you will apply the strategies that you see in the video. You do it. And at some point it works. But I think he's a kind of a challenge for you who are playing this game even more, because of its life that is halfway through. He is extremely fast, explodes, runs from one side, runs to the other, and practically everything what he does is hit kill. Because you are with little life. Then if it is not a perfect fight, has to be a fight that it borders on perfectionism there. Because there is very little life, so you have to beware of this in third place, that many people would put me first. I'm sure of that. I leave it to the orphan of Kos is. So this here is my area favorite of the game. This village of all the fishermen. I don't remember the name right now, but this whole area. She is my favorite area of the game. Man. I think very beautiful. This aesthetic is very beautiful of a half-fish person. Vila knows that everything that covers this entire area and the boss, he couldn't be a better boss. Area could not be better. I know that many people would also say that the hardest boss in the game is those two sharks. You have to go in the tunnel. You know, but they are not boss. But if they were boss, I would leave here it is. And I only managed to kill those two with scheme. I don't remember the scheme now. But you make a hit the other. I think you use something that one hits the other. I remember exactly what it is, but I used this strategy. But going back to the ORF of because I think he's almost a boss. Perfect. Almost perfect because of all lore, right? Because lore is kind of hidden. That's not it. Don't throw it in your face, lore. But if you search, you see, you understand. And you also have his area that his fight is very good. The battle, she is phenomenal. He goes out with that placenta of the Ceos. There you know that myself, I thought the Kos was him, but you read the name, right? You realize that it's not the Kosei. He is the orphan of Kos. Kos is that is dead on the floor, and he is very, very aggressive, and he starts after he spreads those wings. It's crazy there after he opens it. Those wings there, I tried to try like this, let's go try, just to see what happens. Why I killed him without having the basis, right? From his MOV set when I killed him, I said, damn, I wasn't. Hoping I was going to kill him because I wasn't getting MOV set. You know those times when you will kill the boss like this. But you say, not even I enjoyed it so much because I didn't understand, right? And that was my experience with COs. But I didn't have so much difficulty with him because of that too. I think it was a bit of shit. I think if I had died, in attempt I wasn't going to be able to kill him in the next one. Now I'm sure of that. Then, good thing I managed to kill him. I killed him once, only like the DLC. I only finished one. I once managed to platinum the game, but DLC was a one-time thing, and I did the whole DLC. I did an NG plus 4 or more C. If I didn't, I'm wrong. So I thought it was very, very, very difficult, the DLC bosses. That's why I got kind of lazy. Laziness and a half. I don't want to kill new. Those car there, there are a lot enemy that I didn't kill in the DLC. Did you know, like those two there at the church that you go up, that elevator, I don't think I killed one. I killed one and left the other one there. Like I ignored it because my DLC is in here, in MG. It is very difficult. And good thing I managed to kill the Ceos quickly. I think it was in 40 minutes. I managed to kill the cause like this. I already told me. Phew. We are of music. Good second place. I will talk about amygdala, but not the normal amygdala. The one you find there in that. I'm not sure about the Mikolash thing there right where it is, but it is in that kind of strange path there of poison. But that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the chalice, because it is the same hunting dog thing you're in, that chalice you are cursed already. Then you already have little life, and you still have kill that boss that has many different attacks, that laser, everything is hit kill, everything was hit kill for me. And look, it took me, I think it was 2 days for me to kill this boss. 2 days really trying, was complicated for me. But after she has a lot of attack. But it is well choreographed. Like she makes it obvious what she's going to do. The attack, then that helps a lot. But even so, it's top 2, yes. And I think it should stay like this in a numb top 10 hardest bosses ever the Souls games. So I think she comes, in my opinion, for sure she enters, and the next one, boss. And in first place, Metal Gold from our list. I'll have to leave the first one to Lawrence Vicker, man. This boss gave me nightmares because, as I said, for you, I was in NG. But what is it? Thick Shell is... I found this one very difficult DLC itself. However, this specific boss, I found it very, very difficult indeed. 5 days to kill an enemy, 5 days trying hard. It's clear that we're not days trying 8 hours per day. No, it wasn't that. But so good. Good and good times to try to kill this man. And I couldn't stand doing it anymore. I couldn't take that path anymore. Take that path because it is close, but not nearly as good. Compared to any boss from Dark Souls, one was in corner. This one is so close it was. But after you get used to them other games in the franchise, you see that the things are not that close. And the Lawrence is that way guy. To me, I was very stressed, and I know that the way, it's not difficult, but sometimes I would take it damage to enemies was already enough. I was pissed off in the battle, and the Lawrence, the hardest thing for me, is when he falls like that, he loses his legs and he just stands there hitting everything. And it was all writ kill PR me, I was with little life. There wasn't much life like that. And I was at N+5. I took a lot of damage. A lot of damage. He hit like that. When I saw the Artella, I was already too lazy to die, trying again. I was already too lazy to try again. And when I succeeded kill him, my girlfriend was sleeping, I had to wake her up and talk. Love, I killed this one, it was like that. I think of all the boss's souls, like when I killed him like this. I've never felt so good. You know why? It was really very difficult for me not to, I know, because I had extreme difficulty with him. And I think it depends on the person, for people, right? There are a lot of people who maybe I suffered a lot in one that I left way back on the list, but for me it's this one. And he's in my top 3 bosses difficult of Souls, like of all times. I don't know if it's top 1, I don't know if it is top 1, but in the top 3 of the most difficult from SS. Like, he's definitely more than Bloodborne in the first place. I leave for Lawrence, and well, tell me if I liked the video, and I'm starting to record videos now. Tell me what you think. I have to improve. What you liked. What you didn't like. Is a person cool here in the comments? Beauty speak. So what did you think? And let's go. Next time, he said,